What's going on, you guys? It's time for more Gurren Lagann, finally, episode 15. Before I talk about that, I just want to quickly mention that I will be switching back to the double review format for future Gurren Lagann videos to get through the series a little bit quicker, and it's just, my videos seem to perform a little bit better for Gurren Lagann when they were double reviews, so we'll see how that goes. We'll switch back to that format, get through it a little bit quicker, and I'll try to watch like two episodes a day and really crack down on and really try to finish it because I've been very inconsistent. And the other thing I want to mention is that tomorrow there will be a review on my channel for One Piece Film Gold. It's hitting US theaters today. I'm going to watch it tonight. It'll be too late to post a review, but I'll post a review tomorrow morning, so look forward to that. Okay, so this episode of Gurren Lagann, it's pretty much fighting. It's pretty much all fighting, and I would have been a little bit more critical of this episode had I not watched it twice. Not that it was a bad episode, but I'm watching this episode the first time, and you know, it's going through the motions. There's lots of cool fighting going on, really good animation, and then he fights the Spiral King, and it's badass, and he breaks through the drill, and it's all cool and stuff, but I wasn't feeling the tension. Like, after a death like Kamina, you'd think the series would have more tension, you'd think I'd fear for the characters' lives more, but I was surprised at how little tension I was feeling when watching this episode the first time, and watching it the second time, I felt it a little bit more. I was paying attention to how battle damaged they were after the fight and everything, and some of the musical cues. But I think the biggest reason why I didn't feel any tension is because they come off of almost all their fights with victories, you know? Like, they are so invincible at this point, like, just Dai Gurren as a team. I mean, yeah, a bunch of their fodder dudes get destroyed, but, like, they don't even have names or faces, so, you know, when it comes to, like, all the main characters, they win, I don't want to say easily, like, there's tension, but it's, like, it's not fake, but, like, it's not fake, but I don't feel it, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Like, it's not fake tension, but I'm not feeling the tension because they feel invincible. I thought this was going to be the time where, like, okay, they can't beat the Spiral King, they have to retreat, he's way too strong. But no, they beat him within this same episode, and it's just, it's a good fight for what it is. I like how they mix together the bank animation of the, you know, Giga Drill break, and they mix that with, like, new animation of the Spiral King countering it, so that's pretty cool. The fact that he uses spiral power, the fact that his, like, chicks that are always with him turned into drills, that was weird. Please explain things, show. Like, please explain, like, the Gurren Lagann shit. Like, explain why, I mean, the Spiral King's dead, so I don't know if we're gonna get an explanation, but explain why his hair, or, like, not his hair, he's bald, but why his head, like, lit on fire and shit. Like, craziness. The only thing that really stops this episode from really being a finale are some of the things that the Spiral King says, like, hey, there was once a man who tried to doom humanity like you are, and what does dooming humanity mean? Like, aren't the Beastmen keeping everyone underground because humanity, like, isn't it like they're evil? But what are they actually doing? He calls himself a guardian. He says he's doing it for humanity's benefit. At the end of the episode, he's like, the moon is gonna fucking destroy you all because of, like, 1,000 apes, and then the moon will come down, or some Majora's Mask bullshit. I don't know, but it's ominous as fuck. This has nothing to do with what I was just talking about, but I just want to quickly mention that there's this scene where all the ships are fighting. There's one good guy gunman and a bad guy gunman, and they crash into each other, and they have, like, the long front ends, like the Dai Gurren or the Dai Gunzon, whatever. They crash into each other with their front ends, and then they start, like, DBZ punching each other before they explode. That was, like, a cool, like, detail that you did not have to put in. So, once again, a lot of praise for the animation. There's cheap moments here and there, but the comedic timing animation, the comedic animation in general, the action animation, it's all just really on point. It's really fantastic in this episode. There's a scene where he lets Nya into the ship with him. He lets Nya into Gurren Lagann, and then Gurren Lagann, like, turns around towards the Spiral King, and it's like, it's such a smooth pan, it almost looks like it could be CG because of how smooth it turned, and I don't think it was, so incredible hand-drawn animation there. So the animation in this episode's fantastic. I guess I should wrap up the other technical aspects. Good use of music. Pacing, maybe a touch quick. That might add to the lack of tension, at least in my opinion. A little bit quick on pacing, not too bad. And story progression. Lots of hints for the future. And they beat the Spiral King, which is massive. That is fucking huge. So this is a pretty great episode. My only real criticisms are not feeling as much tension as I think the series wanted me to feel, which could just be a personal thing for me. And the Drill Ex Machina. The Drill Ex Machina where he just takes the ignition drill and just puts it in and, like, turns it and just, like, blows a massive fucking, like, Kamehameha through the Spiral King. I don't like that. I mean, maybe if they explain the drill more, but we've never known the drill to be able to shoot beams or anything like that, at least from what I can remember. Maybe I'm forgetting something. I know it powers Gurren Lagann, so maybe that was just the raw power that it uses to pilot Gurren Lagann, or that was Simone's willpower and energy turned into a beam. Maybe that's what it was. Like, instead of igniting it inside of Gurren Lagann, he ignited it inside of the Spiral King, and that's why it blew him up, because obviously he's not a gunman, he can't take that kind of power. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just explained it, but it did feel kind of Deus Ex Machina-ish, but who knows? Well, the creators know, I guess, but hopefully they explain stuff. But, yeah, I'm definitely curious how they're going to handle the second half, especially since the main antagonist is dead. He left that crazy Majora's Mask fucking warning, and we'll just have to wait and see. But I really enjoyed the episode, despite some of the lack of tension and the drill thing. There's lots of great comedic moments, like when the dude comes on the monitor and he, like, crams the fucking, like, Diet Kamina down lower, which makes no sense at all, but it just works comedically. The fight's badass. There's lots of story progression with the main villain being taken out and moving on to bigger things. So yeah, definitely really enjoyed it. Gonna give it a solid 9.5 out of 10. I thought it was an amazing episode. Had it had really good tension and maybe not that drill thing, which, again, maybe I explained the drill thing and maybe that totally works, but it still came off as a little bit Deus Ex Machina-ish. Still 9.5, amazing episode, one of the best in the series for sure, great animation like I said. So with all that being said, what did you guys think of this episode of Gurren Lagann? You guys can go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media, both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here, and click that little bell to get notifications of when my videos go up. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.